Today there are important updates from the Pokrovsk direction. Here, Ukrainian forces unleashed the full power of their long-range strike arsenal in a coordinated campaign to dismantle Russia's Pokrovsk offensive before they can reorganize and regroup. Destroying one Russian base after another, as well as troop concentrations and supply routes, they shattered the enemy's buildup, paving the way for Ukrainian infantry to advance. Despite already massive losses and several pockets of encircled troops in the Dobropillia salient, the Russians are trying to salvage the Pokrovsk disaster in the only way they know how, by deploying even more infantry and making it bigger. To break the final will of the Russian 51st Combined Arms Army, Ukrainian long-range strike units are going to work, combining the efforts of HIMARS, artillery, drones and aviation to eliminate all reserves the Russians bring into the area. One video shows a Russian motorcycle assault group trying to gather under a tree cover near a road, but seconds later HIMARS fire reduces them to burning wreckage. Another video shows Ukrainian fighter jets dropping 2 high-precision bombs, obliterating a building used both as a command post and a troop assembly area, killing everyone inside. Near Uspenivka, a Su-27 was led by drone reconnaissance and targeted stormtroopers, preparing for an attack with JDAM bombs, wiping them out in an instant. Further north in Udakhne, another wave of JDAM strikes eliminated 2 Russian groups massing for a push, another proof that Ukrainian aviation is relentlessly hunting Russian buildup sites. The desperate situation has forced Russians to push artillery forward much further in hopes of disrupting Ukrainian logistics and reinforcements coming in, but this overextension has proven catastrophic yet again. South of Pokrovsk, a Ukrainian counter-battery strike destroyed a D-30 howitzer and its ammunition stockpile. 20 kilometers deeper, a BM-27 Uragan MLRS, trying to change positions, was tracked and obliterated by a Ukrainian drone strike. East of Pokrovsk, drone surveillance caught a truck delivering shells to an artillery position. A HIMARS rocket struck precisely as the ammunition was unloaded to maximize damage, causing a massive secondary detonation that annihilated the crew, the truck, and the artillery system. Russian attempts to rely on air support also backfired south of Pokrovsk when an Mi-8 helicopter tried to deliver supplies to ground units, but was intercepted by Ukrainian FPV drones. One drone slammed into the external fuel tank, engulfing the machine in mid-air. A second Ukrainian drone confirmed the crash site, showing the burning wreck and the lack of survivors, with Russians claiming at least some of the crew managed to survive. This marked the first confirmed case of an FPV drone striking a flying Russian helicopter, and it shows how desperate the situation for Russian logistics is becoming if they are ready to risk expensive helicopters to deliver supplies to the front. Russian logistics routes and attack paths are also systematically dismantled by the Ukrainian army. A MiG-29 strike with an ASM hammer bomb demolished a dam used by the Russians as a direct assault route. The blast destroyed the roadway, and water poured across the area, cutting off the southern approach to Myrolo-Bivka. With one strike, Ukraine not only halted a possible Russian advance, but reshaped the terrain to its defensive advantage, as the area now turns into a marshland river. Another video shows how Ukrainian drones target Russian soldiers forced into assaults on crutches, as survivors and wounded alike are being thrown into battle. This highlights how Russian commanders don't have enough healthy soldiers to send forward, warning signs that the Russian Pokrovsk offensive is in the final moments before reaching its breaking point. Overall, Ukraine's strike campaign shows that Russia has no way out of the Pokrovsk disaster. The hope of Russian commanders to escape the unsuccessful Dobropillia breakthrough attempt by overwhelming Ukrainians with mass assaults and diverting attention is being crushed by Ukraine's well-integrated strike defense network. Every Russian movement, whether by infantry, artillery or helicopters, is tracked, targeted and destroyed before it can reach the battlefield effectively, as Pokrovsk's defenders deny Russia the chance to mount any proper offensive. The result is a battlefield where every Russian effort ends in ruins, and every new assault only deepens the catastrophe. Lastly, our autumn sale ends in just 4 hours. This is your last chance to unlock full access to our interactive map and exclusive strategic updates at a massive 50% discount. Starting at just $3.99, you will be able to watch uncensored combat footage that we use in every report, and more importantly, all our significant events analysis that go far beyond what we can include in our short daily videos. 10,000 people just like you have already joined and use our news map on a daily basis. If you wanted to support our efforts but haven't had the chance, now is the perfect time to jump in and make a real difference. So check out the link in the description to become an exclusive member of our community. I truly appreciate everyone who stepped up to join us. Your support means the world to us.